Hello, and welcome to a very special collaboration between myself, JackWolf.
And me, the Oncoming Brainstorm. We are talking about the new Doctor Who episode.
Yes.
Jodie Whittaker's first episode.
So Oncoming Brainstorm, Lewis, as I know him, a small YouTube channel doing reviews and so forth, things on like Doctor Who. You've done one on BoJack Horseman recently.
Yeah, I do whatever shows I like, but mainly it's been Doctor Who in the past.
Yes.
And that's what I try to keep it to.
Hence the name of the channel.
The Oncoming Brainstorm.
But obviously he's he's small scale, so go show him some love if you can.
That's sweet. And yeah, everyone go check out JackWolf videos.
So obviously it was over a year ago now that this was revealed. Jodie Whittaker was revealed in the role. I made a video on it at the time. It had a general positive reception. You had people either respectively, is that a word? Respectfully. You had people respectively, I can't speak. I'll edit this. You had people respectfully agreeing or disagreeing with me, and then you had like the minorities on either side shouting argument about, no, you're sexist.
It did divide the fan base quite a bit, and you know, I'm quite neutral about it. You know, I'm very much open-minded. Like, I'm not crazy about the idea of a female Doctor, because, you know, that's just the way I am. But I'm down for it if it's good. Yeah. If it tells a good story and there's a good actress, why not?
Absolutely, yeah. Like, so, my stance, as you probably know in the video, is that generally, at my heart, kind of like Peter Davison, at my heart, I feel like the Doctor is a male character. That's just kind of generally what I prefer. And maybe that's just because it's what I'm used to. But, you know, if it's good, which... Yeah, if Doctor Who struggled a little bit recently, if it is good, I'll be glad. And so I guess we're gonna find out.
Yeah, so these are just our quick thoughts before the episode, and now you can catch us on the flip side after the episode.
So, Lewis, what did you think of Doctor Who, what's it called?
The girl who fell to Earth, or the woman who fell to Earth.
The woman, she's a woman.
What did you think of Jodie?
Oh man, I knew we were going to get to Jodie.
Let's get the elephant out of the room. Let's address this.
So Jodie felt to me like, it's like Matt Smith met David Tennant, is how I'd describe her. Yeah. They had the kind of like, basically, the thing of David Tennant with the kind of like the, oh, I'm all over the place thing of Matt Smith.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the worst thing I can nitpick her for, because it's not something... I mean, it's something she could technically control, but it's, like, unfair. I don't like her accent.
Yeah.
Her accent... And I know there's, like, probably people are like, why the fuck? It makes it feel like a soap to me, when she talks.
It does, yeah, because the other characters have obviously got, like, kind of Yorkshire, Sheffield accents, except for Bradley Walsh. And it makes it feel more human, which is bad. Like, I feel like the Doctor's been more of an eccentric. And, like, I'm not saying, you know, Yorkshire accent can't do that, but because the other characters have got that as well... It makes her seem less special to me.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
And a lot of the delivery kind of, you know, when you've got, because most of the Doctors have either been, well, they've all been Scottish or kind of
English,
like posh
English.
I mean, I guess Tennant was Cockney, kind of, but they've all kind of been like a, you know, like a, oh dear, yes. Well, I suppose if we, do this,
quite posh and eccentric,
and then she comes out like, oh, that's brilliant. That, oh, I think I'll keep that in mind. I will. That I went Scottish at the end, but it's that kind of like, hey, I tell you what, I know what I need, and it feels so kind of
with Eccleston's accent, like
true.
He had a northern accent, but I didn't feel like it, except when they outrightly said, you know, loads of planets have a north, you know, it didn't seem to get in the way as much.
True, that's weird. I think maybe it's the Sheffield accent specifically.
Yes, it's quite strong with Jodie.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that is where she hails from.
I felt her performance was a bit wonky. Like there was some bits where I was like, okay. I see flashes of the Doctor there. I'm like, that's cool. I'm liking this. Then other times there were like really cringy moments.
Yes.
Especially one bit where she's sticking a finger up her nose. I couldn't understand what she was saying. And she's like going on some techno babble like, oh, I'm going to collapse in like 3 minutes. And I didn't get it. I was like, what's going on? So there were quite a few moments like that.
Yeah, so
with Jodie. Like, so she's a bit all over the place in this episode.
I definitely found that. I like there were times where I kind of go, but I feel it's that kind of that. Let's be Tennant and Matt Smith, really upbeat, really off the wall, kind of a bit zany, quite energetic, and it wasn't endearing to me. It was.
It's a bit annoying at times. A bit OTT. I'm not saying this to put down Jodie because I want it to be great.
Yes.
And like I said, there were moments where I was like, yeah. When she actually like calms down and has moments of sincerity, like one bit where Yasmin comes up to her and she's like, you know, I've got to call the police, and Jodie's just like, what are you gonna do that for? Like, why are you doing that? She felt quite like an authority figure then, and I thought that was quite cool. She had more moments like that where she's a bit more subdued and, you know, more in control, because obviously she's got like the post-regenerative stress. You know, she's a bit all over the place. I get it, but they kind of overdo it for me.
Now, some of that I wonder if we can put down to it being a post-regenerative episode.
Yeah, and we can kind of reserve a judgment to be like, you know, because there were moments where I was like, that's cool, I see the Doctor there, I just want more bits like that. And I actually did sort of like an Eye on the Doctor moment, even though it's not as good as, like, you know, Matt Smith's or David Tennant's.
Yeah.
And I'd say it's kind of maybe better than Capaldi's a little bit in Deep Breath, I'd argue. But yeah, I enjoyed that, so, you know, I'm not sold yet, but I'm still holding like my reservation to be like, you know what, this could work.
And this is like a writing thing, not a Jodie thing, I'd say.
No, as an actress, I think she really puts her all into it, and even if like a lot of it she doesn't nail, you know, there are moments of it, and I think you can just see she's trying. So you can't really pamper for that.
To clear that up, we're talking about things like the characterization and the writing as opposed to Jodie herself.
No, it's Chibnall. How he's wrote the Doctor is a bit odd at some points.
Now, a few other elephants in the room. The sonic screwdriver.
Jesus. Yeah. God, that was so cheesy. I just knew, like, when they went to that scene where we were in the garage, I was like, oh, she's gonna make it there, ain't she?
Yeah.
And I turned to you, I was like, Time Lord technology? Like, come on.
Yeah. So like, I mean, she builds a sonic screwdriver. She plucks one of the crystals from, I think, the pod thing that the dude came down in.
I think so.
I think that's.
I felt like she pulled out a lot of stuff out of nowhere. Like,
yeah, I'm guessing the crystal just had the power to be a sonic screwdriver. She melted a bunch of spoons down, reference to Sheffield steel.
Okay, yeah.
And then the sonic dildo, which I hate the design.
I like how it glows yellow. That's about it.
That is a new thing.
That looks cool, but
because here's the problem. Everyone was always there's this running joke: the Doctor's sonic screwdriver. When the Doctor becomes a woman. Slip of the tongue. When the Doctor becomes a woman, oh, he's got a sonic screwdriver. Oh, it's got 3 settings, as Moffat, you know, in Curse of Fatal Death.
Yeah.
Moffat makes that joke. And I was like, yeah. And then they showed this new design for the sonic screwdriver. It looks even more like a sex toy.
I know, and like, it feels quite blatant. I don't know.
And here's the thing, I was thinking, you know, she assembles the sonic screwdriver. I was thinking, hey, maybe we might get a cool kind of... Like, I thought maybe just for this episode she makes like a temporary one. I thought this would be a cool opportunity to have like a kind of a assembled together junky steampunky looking Sonic.
Yeah, like a crappy Sonic that maybe breaks at the end of the episode or something, and then the TARDIS makes a new one.
Yeah.
That'd have been a lot cooler than making the actual damn, like... It just looks like a toy, like she's made this toy.
It's not a nice design. And plus, Sonic Screwdriver Syndrome, as I'm dubbing it, strikes again as she can work out everything by scanning the thing and staring at the metal and going, oh, it came from here.
Isn't it more interesting if she like looks at something and just goes, yeah, I know. I don't need the Sonic to tell me what's going on. Jodie can just look at that and then know. That's much more interesting than I'm going to scan this and, oh, look, here's my info.
Because I think the Sonic Screwdriver, the way it should be used, obviously, opening doors, I think the Sonic Screwdriver should be able to... You know, like in the Pertwee era, it can like do things like ignite marsh gas, and it's like a mine detector.
Sonic waves.
Yeah, like small multi-tool kind of things that like are useful but not plot solving.
Yeah, and don't cut corners with the writing, and just get the Doctor to do magical things.
Like fucking Flatline. I name you the Boneless, and I wave my Sonic and you go away. And I'm like, that's not a fucking... That's not how you solve it. That's not a solution.
Yeah. Didn't she save the day as well with the Sonic Screwdriver? Or did she activate something?
At some point...
I don't actually understand how she saved the day. I don't really get the villain in this episode, honestly. I was kind of drifting off a bit.
The villain was basically the Predator.
Yeah.
A dude who comes from, I guess, in a land of warriors where they play a game where they go to a place, they have to hunt down a target. This villain, however, was cheating using a coil of metal snakes to track his target, who was a depressed weirdo called Carl.
Oh, so Carl was his prey?
Yeah, did you not get that? Because it came up in the coil that was, like, showing him. So Carl was his prey. That's what he wanted to kill to then have the trophy, because then he would keep him in like stasis,
and keep his teeth.
Yeah, presumably. So that's why he was going after her. Jodie found the tracker thing, the recall device in his little pod, and was like, I've got your recall. I don't know why she's Scottish too. I've got your recall device, and I can send you back if I want. And Tim's like, what are you doing?
So you mean Carl?
No.
Tim Shaw.
The guy
is that his genuine name? Is that the villain's name?
Yeah, Tim Shaw. They had that bit with Jodie where she's like, Tim Shaw, but I didn't actually like catch on to it. They were like trying to have like a joke moment, but I don't think it was executed that well.
I think there were a few moments that were like, you were unsure if they're meant to be funny or not. They were just kind of awkward.
The kind of moments that you'd need like a good kind of proper visual director to kind of or like a proper comedic timing.
I think because this was quite cinematic and quite dark in some points. Like, it played itself quite seriously, but then there were parts in it that were quite funny. So, like, tonally, it's a little bit.
Yeah, Jodie seemed to be trying to deliver a lot of fast-paced comedy in this.
Some of it was good. I liked some of it.
Yeah.
But most of it was a bit cringy. And that's just down to Chibnall, really, just not knowing how to balance his tones. And I also felt the episode was a little bit crowded at times. There were a lot of just standing around and talking, and I found that a bit boring. It felt a bit too domestic, a bit too soap opera-y. And that's why I was a bit relieved when I saw the Next Time trailer, not only because of the amazing theme music, but we will get onto that. But the Next Time trailer just did show like an alien planet and like stuff exploding and stuff happening. I'm like, finally, I wanted that the whole episode. There was just a lot of standing, talking,
Yeah.
And it was just, honestly, I was a bit bored. And I don't really get bored by Doctor Who, because even if it's bad, I can turn around and go, well, this is pissing me off, but I'm entertained because I'm going, no, Moffat, you should do this. But this episode just kind of bored me, really, honestly. It's not bad. It's just a bit,
Its problem is, I think, a lack of tension.
Yeah.
A kind of weak villain, because then he's like, I'm going to set off your DNA bombs, which the audience is going to go, oh, she's like, oh no, by the way, I removed those, and now they're in you. I gave them to you, and now you're going to explode unless you go away. And it's like,
what?
Oh, I guess she did that. We didn't know she could do that. It's not even like a twist. It's more of like it feels less like a twist and more like a cop out. But what else is there? Obviously, there was a death in this episode,
which was well handled, because I actually really liked Ryan's mum. She was played by a really good actress, and I thought that was good. I
thought it was quite a shame to see her go, to be honest.
Yeah, I would have liked to see her be a companion.
We should speak about the companions, actually. Yeah. So,
yes, I actually really like them.
Yeah,
honestly.
so I'm a fan of Ryan.
Ryan's great.
He, you just take to him. I don't know how else to describe it.
So is in Carl. He's a really good actor. He's been in Star Wars. So
yeah, he's he plays kind of I think like of the companions, he seems to be more of like a serious one. Kind of concerns, serious one.
But you feel for him as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yasmin's pretty good, but she's a bit underdeveloped. Like, I think because it's quite a crowded episode, you don't get much of her.
Yeah, so we don't know too much about her.
But she could be good. I like the actress. Mandeep Gill.
Bradley
Walsh was good, actually. Bradley Walsh wasn't really. I thought he was going to be over the top comedy, kind of like Matt Lucas with Not Adele. But, no, he was actually pretty subdued in some ways, a bit like hesitant. Which was surprising, because I thought he was going to be like waving his arms around like, oh, I'm Bradley Walsh from The Chase. No, he's
and this could give him a chance to become, develop his nerves. Because obviously he's had a big, both him and Ryan have had a big event. The death
to them, yeah.
Of, Bradley, what's his actual name in the show?
Graham. And Grace is is Ryan's mum.
Yeah, so Graham's lost his partner, Ryan's lost his nan. And we learned that Ryan has also lost his mother 6 years earlier. So obviously, he's not going through a good time.
No, that's cool, and I like that two of those companions sort of have like a relationship, there. Yeah, that's
also
interesting.
Him struggling to call him Grandad at the start, that may develop over the series.
Definitely, yeah. I have a feeling Chibnall could actually if he's brave enough, I think he might kill one of them off. Because you think of there's 3 of them. I don't think all 3 are gonna make it to the next series. So maybe Bradley Walsh dies. That's just speculation there, but because obviously he can't stick around for loads of series because he's got the commitments like the Chase. But that's just speculation there. But I like the companions, and I'm excited to see more of them.
It's a slight shame that they're all from Earth, but they do seem interesting.
Yeah, they're interesting. There's enough variety there, I think, in terms of character.
One thing I will say that I like, it is that cliffhanger.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Because one of my ideas, and we were thinking about doing a video where we talk about what we'd like from Series 11. One of my ideas was, my basic idea was a non-working TARDIS that would, because I like the idea of the
adventure.
Yeah, I like the idea of, whilst in Series 8 and 9 it was kind of Peter Capaldi dropping in to pick up Clara every now and then, I prefer that kind of we're in the TARDIS at the start feeling, and I kind of thought like,
it's a long journey.
Yeah, this like the connection, the hook, one of the hooks from each episode could be that the Doctor's trying to get his companion or companions home or to a certain place. Maybe they travel away by accident, but the TARDIS is acting up for whatever reason and taking them to the wrong place or something like that.
So it's more of like a fight for survival. You're there with the adventures more. And
so at the end of this episode, the cliffhanger is that they use this thing to kind of
go to the planet where the TARDIS supposedly is.
Yeah,
which is cool.
They end up in the middle of space.
Yeah,
floating, probably very near to death.
Very cool.
It goes. That's cool.
And the stinger with the music, that was great.
Yeah, we're like, shit. Where is the TARDIS? What's going to happen? I'm excited. I don't know how long the lack of a TARDIS is going to carry on, but if this is a series in which we are TARDIS light, that could be really interesting.
I would actually really like that person.
That would be cool. I don't know if the BBC is just maybe like, the prop isn't ready. Fuck. But, yeah. So Jodie Whittaker's costume, I think we've already talked about, right?
I think briefly, yeah. I'm not crazy about it. I like the coat. I like the grey coat.
I like the coat because it reminds me of Romana.
It's very doctory as well, like long coat, kind of tenancy as well.
Long coat.
I'm just not crazy about the overalls.
As for the rest of it, so okay, there's the rainbow stripe, which is a bit kind of like, are they trying to make a statement?
LGBT, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I get it. Calm down.
And
you can be a bit more subtle with it.
You've got like the sort of baggy trousers that are sort of crops. It's sort of the whole thing's.
It's too modern, I think. I feel like it should be more like eccentric.
I think I would prefer a sort of not only an evolving, changing wardrobe for her. Like various episodes, she may or seasons. She may wear different
change from
stuff.
season to season. That'd be good.
But I would have liked a more kind of Romana-esque sort of look to her overall. But I don't hate it. I just don't love it.
But then we get to the theme music.
So yeah,
with the credits.
The highlight of the entire thing is they go to the credits. We get this cool kind of reminds me of sort of a bit Pertwee / Baker-esque, that kind of background.
The watery vortex.
Yeah, almost a bit Howl-aroundy as well. Kind of the first, the first 2 Doctors.
Yeah.
And this beautiful theme music.
It was so good. Yeah.
And really, really, like, I've been listening to a few fan versions of theme tunes that have all been really good, but I do think the actual one is probably I'm going to say it's the best we've had in the new series.
For a long time, yeah, because the Capaldi one was terrible.
Yeah.
It was all over the place.
The Capaldi one,
very
with
screechy.
A very obnoxious
synth. Yeah.
And
I've wanted it.
Even the dun-dun-dun was a bit dun 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 dun. It was all high.
It wasn't like bum bum. Like this one felt powerful, kind of really eerie.
Yeah, and that's what I really wanted. So I mean, a nice orchestral kind of theme is nice, but we'd been having that for quite a while. So we had. I mean, the Capaldi one was kind of steady. The Matt Smith one was
kind of bombastic marigold. Yeah.
And then I do like the. Well, actually, no. There was 2
Tennant ones. Yeah.
Yeah. So
there's one with the added drums going dun dun dun.
Yeah,
dun,
that's kind of like the
dun.
electronic, like kind of rocky one. If we're talking about the very basic one, that one's got like the Eccleston one, let's call it. That had the
that's great.
That just had. I do really like that one. I like how fast it is. It's that feeling where when you watch an Eccleston episode, the sting comes in, and it's like it's thrusting you. It's like into the action. It's like bum, ba, da, da, da,
and it's that vortex as well. You know, it's so fast and like you're there. You want to go traveling with.
And that has like that incorporates elements of the original. It was Delia Derbyshire and of the Delia Derbyshire Ron Grainer theme into it. This is like they took the kind of Delia Derbyshire Ron Grainer theme and a few other themes, maybe like
maybe a bit of the Howl as well. Peter Howl one,
and merged it into this very eerie, hard hitting kind of. It doesn't sound outdated. It sounds really nice.
It's beautiful. It plays homage to the original Delia Derbyshire theme, but it also brings it kind of modern. It's eerie. It's kind of beautiful. Yeah. I just loved it. It gave me goosebumps. Very happy.
Yeah, I was really wanting a genuinely creepy theme for this kind of area of Doctor Who, and I was wondering how exactly they're going to do it.
I was very disappointed that we didn't get to see the title sequence because why? And it made it feel more like a soap opera and not Doctor Who. You need the title sequence. Obviously, I think they're going to do it with the next. I hope they do it with the next few episodes. That you need a title sequence. Come on, this is Doctor Who. It's a big part of it. You can't change that.
The title sequence. For me. Yeah, that's so. I was really looking forward to it coming up and being able to react to it. Unfortunately, we didn't have one.
But that could be something for episode 2. You know, to hook people in for next week, which I quite like.
Obviously, I will be tuning in to see the title sequence.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're going to go through based on the coming soon kind of next time. It looks like we're going to go to quite a few different places and times.
Yeah, was it Alan Cunningham? I think he's playing a historical figure. There's going to be some period. Apparently, there's going to be some obviously period dramas, kind of like set in the past. But apparently, there are some purely historical episodes, which I'm very excited for because there is a big Finnish story called the Marian Conspiracy that I've listened to, and that's a pure historical, just about Mary Queen of Scots. I think that's great. I want something like that.
The last pure historical. I think it was called. It's got like a flower in there. It's called something like black something. I don't know. Or is it yellow? I don't know. From Peter Davison's era, where they go back in time and play cricket.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, that was I think the last pure historical we had. And
Black Orchid, is it?
That's it. Black Orchid. I knew it was a flower. That is a flower, right?
It's a flower,
yeah. So I think that is the last pure historical we had, and I like the idea of pure historicals. Because there was none, I think, after the Highlanders with the Highlanders with Patrick Troughton. There was none, and then Black Orchid came along, and I think that maybe I don't know if that's like how many parts it is. I think the first part is a pure historical, and then something happens. I'm not sure.
And obviously, the modern series has, I think, always been a bit scared to do pure historicals. Like they've always had to put in a alien threat. Like episodes like Vince and the Doctor, amazing. You don't really need the big turkey monster in it. Something like that.
It's, I really wanted them to do pure historicals.
So, like, this episode, for me, was a bit mediocre and a bit meandering, but I think it promises a lot for me.
Yes.
For the upcoming episodes, and I think it's just very much an okay start, you know?
Yeah.
That promises maybe great things to come. So, that's what it is for me. It was alright. But I was more excited by the end of it with the theme tune and the next time's the title sequence.
Definitely, the sort of the theme tune like made it for me basically.
Yeah, me too.
The title sequence looked really good. I was intrigued by the stories and the cliffhanger was good. I think we just need to I hope that the writing for Jodie calms down a bit.
I think it will. I think hopefully with the post-regenerative stress it's going to calm down with the 13th Doctor. Because if that happens, I think I'll actually really like Jodie. But I just need a bit more time to settle in. Because that's the weird thing with each of the first Doctor's new episodes. Like for me, I've always been there straight away. Like with Tennant, with the Christmas Invasion. For me, when I was a kid, I was like, yes, Tennant, I'm down. Yeah. With Matt Smith, the 11th Hour, you know, Matt Smith sells it within minutes. I mean, you could argue Capaldi takes some time, but he definitely still impressed me in Deep Breath quite a lot, and I was like, ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
With this, I'm like, okay, yeah, but I need a bit more. I need to see a bit more first.
With me, I agree with Tennant and definitely Matt Smith. I think the 11th Hour is one of the best episodes of the modern series.
Oh yeah, I think it's probably the best opener, to be fair.
Deep Breath, I do have problems with, and I think I've just got problems with the entirety of Series 8 because it feels like one long post-regenerative episode.
Yeah,
I'd argue.
I think it is the worst of the new series, personally. Capaldi's first series, which is a shame because Capaldi is amazing.
Yeah, I grew to. I was like, I really wanted to love Capaldi, and in the end, I did in Series 10. But there were some problems with Series 10 I had, and then the whole Series 8, I was just like, oh, come on.
Yeah, also my big worry with the female Doctor as well is also we've had the Master with Missy, and I think that was terribly handled, and obviously that's a different writer, that was Stephen Moffat, but I felt like when they did the gender swap for the Master, Missy didn't feel like a female version of the Master, she felt like her own character.
Yeah, I really liked Missy's character.
Yeah, but she wasn't the Master.
She wasn't the Master.
If she was just a random Thai lady, I would have really liked her.
If it was the Rani, or some other...
Yeah, or just a random time lady the Doctor knew ages ago, why not?
Yeah, that was, I think, like, looking back, it was so weird to kind of think that, you know, we went female Master, and then female Doctor, everything we've been...
built up towards it, yeah.
I mean...
Was this planned ahead? There was
this heavy... I mean, in Series 10, there was this heavy dialogue about gender.
Yes.
You know, and this episode, it got a reaction out of me. There's a line in which the Doctor says... Doctor needs some new clothes. The Doctor says, I've not bought women's clothes in ages, or for a long time, or something like that. So, it annoyed me, because unless he was buying... Unless they're talking about, you know, William Hartnell buying clothes for his granddaughter, we can... there has never been a Doctor before William Hartnell, is what I choose to believe. Because specifically...
There shouldn't be, no.
In the... what's the Christmas episode with... the Night of the Doctor? No. Time of the Doctor.
Time of the Doctor, yeah.
In the Time of the Doctor, it's a big fucking deal that the Doctor's used up all his regenerations and is being granted a new set by the Time Lords. Therefore, that implies, unless he's had a cycle before, Hartnell was the first. So you can't say the Doctor's been a woman before, because that would mean there's some regeneration we don't know about, unless they are referring to Hartnell buying clothes for Susan.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Doctor was a bit of a lunatic, so I could imagine buying women's clothes just for the shits and giggles. But at the same time, it is a bit of a triggering line. It didn't bother me because I just kind of laughed it off like, really, Chibnall? But yeah, I would probably give this episode, the woman who fell to Earth, I'd give it like a good 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
I don't think it deserves anything more than that. It was alright, but I'm more excited for the later episodes, honestly.
I was thinking 5 or 6.
Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed, honestly, but there are, like I said, flashes of promise there.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing more Jodie and the companions, actually.
So I'm hoping...
So I'm hooked there.
Yeah, so I'm hoping, you know, obviously, Jodie's she kind of comes into it, and or the characterization begins to feel natural. Because here's the thing, my ideal Doctor currently would literally just be Paul McGann.
Paul McGann's fantastic.
From the Night of the Doctor, the instant he's like you know, within seconds you're instantly like, yeah, this guy's the Doctor.
Oh.
He just has the right aura, the right kind of sense of authority but friendliness and kind of darkness to him that I would adore. Paul McGann.
If you listen to Chimes of Midnight, I will give it to you. I've got it on my computer.
I do need to listen.
You need to listen to that. If you love Paul McGann, you would love it.
And I think, for me, obviously this is a post-regeneration episode, Jodie's the characterization currently is too jokey, quirky, I'm all over the place thing. I want them to bring it down.
It's kind of the reverse of Capaldi, where he was a bit too dark, or a bit too much of a dick in Series 8. It's like the opposite, where with Jodie, it's a bit too light and funny. I find that maybe she's a bit too human at some points. I'm not convinced she's an alien with 2 hearts yet. But she's fun. She's fun to watch in moments.
It's fun. I have a feeling the accent, I'm probably just going to get used to it, kind of thing.
In time, yeah.
It's one of probably the most dickish things I can pick the series up for, but it does sound weird. Yeah,
especially when you know this is the Doctor. We haven't had that kind of accent before the Doctor, so it just takes time.
Some of the dialogue coming out of her sounds. It's just there is something like it's not just me. There is something quite odd about it.
That bothers me more than the gender thing, honestly. Like, the accent is more like,
the news tomorrow. Man children hate on Jodie Whittaker for her Sheffield accent.
Leave the Sheffield people alone. No. Yeah. So it was interesting.
I'm gonna be optimistic. If anything, I'm just gonna listen to the theme tune on repeat, and just be like, Yeesh! This is better. This was better than Series 8. This theme tune.
Those like 30 seconds of the theme tune is better, like the most of the Capaldi era.
Yeah, and I'm just hoping things are kind of
smooth out.
Yeah, smooth out. They're kind of dark enough, interesting enough, tense enough, and interesting. Is what I can hope for.
We'll see where it goes, but thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, we should be wrapping this up. I've got a lot to cut down.
But yeah, thanks for listening. If you want to let us know your thoughts on the episode,
absolutely,
how you felt about Jodie, the companions, the sexy theme tune, if you thought it was sexy or not. But yeah, that's it for now.
Thank you for watching. If you're watching this on whoever's channel,
I'll be back next week. I'm gonna do one for every episode. If you want to join, you're free to.
I'll see if I can do that. Would be cool if I could do that. That would give me actual content to upload. And if you're watching JackWolf, man, I'm sorry for not uploading for nearly 5 months, but I suffer from being fucking lazy.
It's a hard life being a lazy bastard.
I promise, I've been writing scripts for reviews. I've got things I want to talk about. It's just, man.
You got to push yourself. Dude.
Yeah, I really need to. I just need to gear down and be happy, because I suffer from, I think, being like a perfectionist kind of thing.
Yeah, I completely get that.
But yeah,
maybe this is a chance to jump back on the horse, do some Doctor Who reviews.
Hell yeah! Thank you so much for watching, everyone.